Week 3 on the sorghum, and it's begging for us to come out and start weeding and thinning, but it's too wet. We sink when we get out there. But it's growing wonderfully, and it's actually outgrowing the weeds. So we'll get it. We're finishing up on weeding the garden because I can barely get out in that. But it's really looking beautiful. Unreal how much it grows in 3 weeks. Now, I've got this screwdriver, and I'm not going to poke him or anything to hurt him. I'm just going to rub it on him and watch the shell, how she protects herself. So she's closing up all this in. Now I'm going to touch her head. Oh, she's leaving. We're going to leave. Look at the tail. Now watch what happens if I touch the tail. Now I'm going to show you what he does she does when I pet her head. Well, she's not doing it now. There she goes. So she's raised up her whole back end. Ooh, she don't like that. Ooh, it must tickle. Okay, little miss. Thank you for letting us see ya. We're going to let you go. You go find you some good mud somewhere. There's plenty of it. Our little ditch is doing very well. We had a big rain yesterday, and it did not spill over. You can tell right here it's really been flowing, and that's saving it from going down through here. And I'm working on getting grass and topsoil established again, but what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling just not weeds but grass out of the herb garden and other places. Started last week. You can see the grass is already getting established on the little hill. That was just pure dirt like it is down back here. And then I am putting some weeds that I'm not making sure their roots are in the ground just to cover it up. Like I said, I'm just building topsoil and planting grass so none of this will wash away, and we've been having some heavy rains. So that's the update on the little ditch, and by the end of the summer I will have it all covered and with grass even on the inside of it, and you won't hardly be able to tell it's here, but if it fills up I'll just dig it out a little bit, but it's working just perfectly. Found another nest. I was just walking by the muscadines. Look here. Ooh, we'll have to keep an eye on them. This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning, neighbor. Thank you for joining me out here in the herb garden. The sun should be coming up my driveway this morning at this time. It's about 6 o'clock, but it's overcast, so it's not going to show its pretty face. So we'll look at these beautiful flowers instead. And I wanted to share with you how we just change our schedule a little bit for the summertime, especially when it gets up over 90 degrees. And that is just instead of I always pray every morning. That's just the normal thing. We get up and pray and read our Bible, and then we work on videos. And usually I don't get outside till 8 o'clock. But because it's over 90 degrees now, we are changing that schedule, and we're out here first. We're always thanking God for everything, but I just changed my prayer time till about 11. I make sure that I'm in the house by 11 before lunch. Normally, during the winter and fall and spring, we are outside till 12:30. But now we're out here a couple hours earlier, getting our work done, and we will go in at 11 when it's just about to turn 90 degrees. And then we just reschedule everything after that. But having a schedule is really important. It doesn't matter if you have a farm or a business, or you're just homeschooling, taking care of kids. Trying to keep your house clean. Now I will say the house does suffer during the summertime because most of my concentration's out here. Hear a tractor just in the distance cranking up. He's got the right idea too. And my daughter, she usually gets up at 5 to go to work. So I'm up anyway. But all we do is that I come out at 6, we get our work done, go in at 11, do our prayer time and our Bible study. And that way we just don't get too hot. Then after lunch we do our inside chores and start our supper. And normally we have to wait till about 7 or so to come back outside to do the evening chores. So I was wondering what kind of schedule you guys have. How do y'all beat the heat? I know some people get to work in offices and air conditioners all day, but we haven't even put our air conditioner in, and I'm going to show you some more about that in a little bit. We don't put it in until it's stayed over 90 degrees, and it just hadn't done that yet. This is the mountain mint, and it's easier to see in the morning, the white tops on it, because the sun hadn't dried it yet. But this is a beautiful and tasty tea plant. So if you get to work in the air conditioning during this time of year, always try to get outside. I go into some places and they freeze me to death because my body's been conditioned to be able to stay out in the heat, and then the people inside are complaining how hot it is. And they've got the air conditioner down on 68 degrees, wasting electricity. Well, that's just silly. If you're hot and your temperature is set on 69 degrees, then go stand outside. Take your breaks outside and get your body regulated to the heat. And if you're a farmer like I am, and you work outside, be aware of getting one of those heat headaches, which I've already had a couple this year, and just being real careful, because once you get one of those headaches, even though you get cooled off, they stay around and aggravate you the rest of the day. And that's telling you you've just been out too long. So I just wanted to share with you this morning how we just get up and get outside just a little earlier, so we're not out in the middle of the day, in the heat of the day. We're wearing our hats. We're keeping our head covered. Even though that's hot and sweaty and you get hat hair, that's better than cancer. And you want to do all the different things to take care of your body. Here's a little lightning bug. Can come in focus. You know this old camera doesn't focus real well close up. So anyway, let's go get in the garden. It's all waiting for me out there. We got a few more sweet potatoes to put in. The echinacea is just going crazy this year, and I'm so thankful. We got these real pretty gourds. Climbing our new trellis this year. And the bees are out here working away. Take you up and over. They're hanging down finally. But didn't realize it. But look here what I did. One's not the same. Got me a squash in here. You can tell the leaves look about the same. There's the gourd leaves, and here's the squash leaves. You know what? That's not squash. That is a kind of gourd. Look at those bumps on that thing. And I'm looking at these younger ones. It is climbing. These younger ones are greenish. And when they first started coming on, I thought they were... I accidentally put a squash plant there. But it's not squash. It is a gourd. Well... And finally the flowers are coming. All beautiful. And here I thought I was going to have squash for lunch. Good gracious. I want to show you how pretty the arch is though. Got the gourds coming up this way. And the little rose plants, they died down and then they came back. There they are. And of course the great big giant elderberries behind it. So about 7:30 is when I close up the door because the sun's shining through and the heat starts coming in. So now we're going to lock the cool air into the house for the day. Now it's late afternoon and I've got the front door and back door still closed, or the two back doors, and it's about 85 degrees in the house, which is way cooler than it is out here. It is just about to get to the time. You see the sun is still on the porch, and when I step out here it's the full 90 degrees, or 91 degrees I think it is today. And the sun is just now going behind, dropping down in the west behind these trees. And what happens is you can see the shadow, the shade of the trees. As soon as it drops just a little bit more within the next 30 minutes, the whole back of the house is going to be shaded. So that's where it is now. And when that happens, everything changes. The whole temperature of the backyard, the temperature goes down on the back porch, and we will be able to open the back and the front doors and let the air move through. If it was cloudy, we would already have it open. But because it's only getting to 90 degrees, we haven't got the air conditioner in yet. So it's getting that hot to where it's real hard to cook because the kitchen gets real hot, but we're almost to that point. So I'll bring you back in just a little bit when I open the doors. This is where our downstairs air conditioner goes, and we do not have it in yet, and it's never taken us this long to get the air conditioner in. It's not that it's taken us too long, it's just that it's not been that hot. And the air conditioner doesn't come in till it stays above 90 degrees, and I can't keep the house cool. And usually that means that it's just not getting cool enough at night to get the walls and the floors and everything cool. So that's the reason the air conditioner isn't in yet. It's sitting right out there under its little cover. But now it is starting to get 90 and above and staying that temperature. So the air conditioner will be coming in very soon. And you're seeing this video on July 1st, and we've never kept it out this long. Usually I try to wait till Memorial Day, and usually it's hard to wait till Memorial Day because we're already seeing temperatures in the 90s on a regular basis, and they have just not been there. There's been so much cloud, so much rain, and we've just been blessed with that. A lot of people are seeing drought right now, and our prayers, hearts go out to them. And so we'll be getting the air conditioner in pretty soon, and that way cooking in the afternoon won't be such a chore. It's time, it's time. Opening up the front door. See where my cat tore the screen. So now we're letting the cooler air come through. It's just about the same. And we'll walk through the house here. The temperature is really about the same outside and in, but the thing about opening up the doors at this time, the sun, there's a little bit of shadow here on the porch, but all over here the sun has gone down. And what this does is this is all getting shaded now, and there's a little bit of airflow. So even though the temperature is about the same, we got the fans going in the house, and now the air can start flowing through, and we'll leave the doors open like this all night. I just got all the chores done outside. The sun is going down now. It is now cooler outside than it is on the inside. And neighbors, I just want the Lord to bless you and keep you. And until next time, we love you guys. Good night.